Oh, I wish you could see the light that's going on outside right now. I'm gonna do a little video today on how to focus stack. Basically, it's gonna take a couple photos, focusing on different points, and then blend them together in Photoshop. We'll go through everything in the field, and then we'll take it into Photoshop and work from there. But yeah. As the lake's dropped, it's broken the ice, and there's been layers of ice that I can focus on to give some really good details. I've got two different features in the foreground and then the mountain in the background. So what I'm going to shoot portrait. I set up the aperture at 8, the exposure at, I think it's 0.4 of a second. So it's a longer kind of exposure, but I'm going to focus on this rock and then the other rock, then a little bit further down, and then right up on the sky. So yeah, let's fire these off. Starting with right down the back. I'm focusing on that rock there. And the new point of interest corner just here. Right down there, we got bubbles and cracks. Not this crack, those cracks. And that's it. That's that. It really is as simple as setting the exposure, setting the color, and then just taking photos of this section, that section, that section, that section, and not losing fingers. It takes a lot of work to get one image, but at the end of the day, that image is sharp all the way through. And it gives you a bit of time to just appreciate what's going on. Yeah. Let's go take some more images while we're down here. I don't know how well you can see this, but the ice is broken into this really delicate, really tastes like mud. And I've just found probably my favorite image of the evening. This down here, landscape format. And it's just where it's just like snapped off, and it's... So I'm gonna do another one here. Also, if you're wondering why I've got the tripod upside down, it's so I can have the camera as close to the ground as possible without a tripod in the way or without sitting it on the ground. So I literally just shoot upside down with it this far off the ice, and you get that really beautiful low perspective. So I'm gonna fire those off. Actually, I'll bring this camera down closer to that one so you can see what I'm actually doing as I'm doing it. Alright, so with this image, the light's dropping off pretty quickly, so I'm gonna go f8, ISO 200, and 1.3 seconds exposure. I'm just going to focus on that little shard of ice right there, which you can see in the corner, like right on the corner of the rule of thirds. 2-second timer so that it's still shaking, because it's kind of extended a lot. So I'm going to put that on as a 10-second timer, just to make sure there's no shake. That way it's dead still when the image goes off. It takes a little bit more time, but we've got nothing but time out here. So from there, I'm going to focus a little bit higher. Down towards the end of that ice. And again, 10-second timer. Oh, I'm gonna stand up because my knees are gonna... Another one. And then from there, I'm just gonna go right to the end. Focus down the end there on the mountain. Nice and steady. and that's the image. Alright, the light is all but gone. So we're going to head off and go through this step by step in Lightroom. And then again in Photoshop just for those little tweaks. Spent the entire afternoon out here. The extra time is so worth it when it comes to these images. And rather than just clicking away, I like to spend a bit of time actually focus on the subject, figure out what I'm going to do, and then get that exact image. Much more deliberate process of shooting. Anyway, let's go into the office because it's cold out. Yeah, temperatures dropped off. My fingers are still kind of a little bit numb. Dexterity isn't quite there. Anyway, what we're going to get into today is obviously focus stacking, but we're going to go do the post-processing side of it. We're going to do the post-processing side of it. So what we're going to do, open up Lightroom, we're going to find our images. First step is select everything and open it as layers in Photoshop. So you're going to go up to edit in, down to open layers in Photoshop. Now that might take a little while because, you know, it's opening up some pretty big images and putting them all together. After that, we'll get to the next step. You can do it. Woohoo! Still got a while to go. I can see where it's focusing on my face on the screen. It's hard not to look at the screen when I'm doing the things. You good? Are we there? Alright, so once everything's opened up in Photoshop, we're going to go through and select all the different layers. So shift, select every layer, then we're going to go up to edit, all the way down to auto align layers. Just on auto is fine. We're going to hit OK. So we're going to do this because when you're focusing on different parts of a setting, even though you're not changing the focal length, the lens is adjusting just a little bit and focusing in and out to try and essentially focus on different parts of the image. You can see it on the edge here where it's adjusted the photo slightly. Just a little bit down there on the corners. So what we're going to do, we're going to hit M, which is our marquee tool, and we're just going to crop off that section. Boop. Image, crop, see ya. Right, from there, everything's still selected. We're just going to go straight back up to edit and down to auto blend layers. Now, what this is going to do is essentially pick the focus points in each part of the image and just into one banger shot. It's done. That's it. Let's go and check what's actually happened in the image. So I'm just going to pull off each layer as we go. So the first layer, you can see it's picked up this bit. That's where it was the most sharp. Second one down, it's probably going to be, first section of the image. Next one's probably going to be like another little section, and then, like I thought, right at the end, the rest of the image. So the majority of the image was sharp, and then you've got just the foreground that we were focusing on to make it all together. From there, highlight everything. We're going to right click, scroll down, and flatten the image. That's that. So after you hit save, essentially it just brings it straight back into Lightroom. You've got an extra image that's completely sharp. It's so simple, it's so quick. So doing this only adds an extra couple minutes to your workflow. But the effect of having an image that's sharp all the way through, it's an absolute game changer. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. Subscribe down below. I don't even know it. How do I do the YouTube thing? Do you like, comment, subscribe? Just hit every button down below you can. I don't care if you just mash the keyboard, just like go nuts at it. Do something, share it with your friends, or just watch it and learn something cool, because that's really all I want to do. Yep, we're good. We've had fun. Alright, I'm going to export that. Woo. See you next time. I mean, this desk is... You good? This desk is great. It's a piece of timber. Getting up and down is... I'm gonna like shuffle my way. I'm gonna show my bum to the camera and like... It's just a lot, you know? It's a lot to do to one little tutorial. But I hope you enjoyed it.